Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Sunday, January 2nd, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Denver Broncos vs Los Angeles Chargers. The Denver Broncos have been playing extremely well on the defensive side of the field as they are giving up 17.3 points per game. In their previous game against the Las Vegas Raiders, Denver allowed 17 points on 342 total yards of offense, 182 passing, 160 rushing. The Raiders were able to go 6 of 12 on third down attempts and converted their only fourth down opportunity. The Broncos were able to force 3 total turnovers throughout the game, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception. The Chargers were embarrassed by the Texans last week, losing 41-29. While Law had several players out with COVID, the Texans were missing more players than the Chargers. I like the Broncos' defense to contain the Chargers and keep this one within 3 points. Denver already earned a convincing 28-13 win against this Chargers team in late November. The defense is clicking, allowing 17 or fewer points in 4 out of their last 5 games. Furthermore, the Chargers' defense is stumbling. They have surrendered an average of 29.2 points in their last 5 games overall. Denver should be able to generate offense via the running game. Our first betting advice is to pick Denver Broncos +6. Justin Herbert continues to post big numbers but tossed 2 interceptions last week. The 23-year-old QB now has eclipsed 300 passing yards 8 times this season and has amassed 4394 passing yards, accompanied by a 33-14 TD to int ratio on the season. The Chargers played without one of their best players in Austin Ekeler last week due to COVID protocol, and he will play in this game. The talented RB has 789 rushing yards, along with 558 receiving yards. Chargers top WR Keenan Allen has been quiet, recording less than 80 receiving yards in 3 straight games. The 29-year-old WR is having another terrific season, posting 1042 yards. The Chargers' offense has been stellar, recording at least 28 points in 4 straight performances. Our second betting advice is to pick under 45.5. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Houston Texans vs San Francisco 49ers. Leading their offensive output in the game was wide receiver Chris Conley, who had 3 receptions for 60 yards in the game and was one of 3 players to record at least 3 catches for 55 yards. The defense needs to step up more consistently as they are allowing 395 yards against them and are giving up 26.7 ppg, which is 29th in the NFL. They need to play even better defensively if they want to pull out the win. 3 weeks ago the Texans would have seemed like an ideal team for rookie Trey Lance to make his second career start against. However, the Texans seem to be getting better late in the season and have not quit on their head coach David Culley. The Texans are also tied for 8th in the NFL in takeaways, which is the best amongst all teams with a losing record, so don't be surprised if they give Trey Lance some problems. On the season, the 49ers are 18th allowing 22.3 ppg, but 4th in the NFL holding teams to just 318.9 total yards per game. Offensively, San Francisco is 12th, averaging 380.3 yards of total offense, and 14th scoring 25.1 ppg. Starting quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo is doubtful for Sunday with a thumb injury, with means rookie Trey Lance is likely to start. In 5 games this season, Lance has completed 25 of 48 passes for 354 yards, with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Lance has also rushed for 137 yards on 30 attempts with a touchdown. It's been a long season for the Texans, but they have shown heart with consecutive victories in the last 2 weeks. Last Sunday, Houston closed as a 13-point home underdog and shocked the Los Angeles Chargers. The Texans outgained the Chargers 437-417 in total yardage and won the turnover battle 3-0. The dagger came on a 48-yard pick-six return off of Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert, with 1:49 left to play by quarterback Tavierre Thomas to give Houston a 41-23 lead. Our second betting advice is to pick under 44. Arizona Cardinals vs Dallas Cowboys. Well, the Cardinals outgained the Colts 378 yards to 346 and held likely MVP Jonathan Taylor to only 108 yards. They were dominated in time of possession and couldn't make the big plays when they needed to, going 6 for 13 on third down conversions. Kyler Murray had another lackluster day passing, going 27 for 43 for 245 yards with 1 touchdown and no picks. But he did run for 74 yards. Chase Edmonds added 56 yards rushing and a touchdown, but they missed the production of James Conner, who was out. Conner is questionable for Sunday, as is Edmonds. They are also missing DeAndre Hopkins and some key players on defense, like safety Budda Baker, who is questionable. Tight end Zach Ertz is also questionable. The Cowboys come into this game favored by 6 points, but that number seems like a bit of a stretch in this spot. Dallas is coming off of its best game of the season, a 42-point drubbing of the division rival Washington football team, which could leave them primed for a letdown here against what will be a hungry Arizona Cardinals team. The Cardinals have dropped 3 in a row, but still have a chance to steal the NFC West with a strong finish to the year. The Cowboys lit up the Washington defense for 497 total yards and had 28 first downs to just 14 for Washington. But the defense was just as dominant, as the Cowboys scored on a pick-six by DeMarcus Lawrence and had a blocked punt while allowing only 257 total yards. Dak Prescott was pretty much flawless, as he went 28 for 39 for 330 yards and 4 touchdowns. Cooper Rush even threw a touchdown pass in garbage time. Amari Cooper had 7 catches for 85 yards and touchdown, while Dalton Schultz had 8 grabs for 82 yards and a touchdown. Malik Turner, Ezekiel Elliott and tackle Terrence Steele also had touchdown catches. Elliott also scored a rushing touchdown. The Cowboys come into this matchup relatively healthy as Elliott and Tony Pollard are probable, and Lawrence and Turner are questionable. Our first betting advice is to pick Arizona Cardinals +6. Through 15 games, Prescott has completed 68.7% of his passes for 3,928 yards, with 29 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. After throwing for just 1 touchdown in each of his last 3 games, the Cowboys quarterback broke out in a big way last week. On defense, Dallas has given up 20.5 points per game, 7th in the NFL, and 350 yards of total offense per contest. The Cowboys have also allowed just 109.5 rushing yards per game, which ranks 12th in the NFL. Dallas will be without linebacker Keanu Neal after he entered COVID-19 protocols earlier this week. Our second betting advice is to pick under 52.